I have spent way too much time in GTA Online. I've done about everything that there is to do in GTA Online as well, including heists, missions, buying and selling cars, races, death matches. I've done mostly anything that you can think of in the game. So in this video, I wanted to give some tips on how to make money in 2024, and in GTA Online in 2024, there are dozens, and I mean actually dozens of ways to properly make money. I'm not going to be giving you some spiel like go do a bunch of races and make that money or watch out for the double money. No, I'm not worrying about double money. I'm telling you how to make real cash in GTA Online very quickly. And now, this isn't some pipe dream. You might have seen a billion videos like this, and you might have even seen a billion videos that say you might have seen a billion videos about this. And of course, you might believe that this is one of those videos as well. I'm going to try my best to not turn it into that, but we are going to be talking about some very easy ways to make money in this game, and there are so many. Okay, first, if you are a brand new player to GTA Online, to my understanding, you can start the new DLC, the Vincent missions with the Paleto Bay Cluckenbell heist, completely free. There's no prerequisite to it, and there's only 6 missions, and the ending you get $500,000 when you play as the host. That can be done, realistically as a new player, I would say, within like 2 hours, 3 hours. You already have $500,000, you're set to go, right? That's immediately a great way to start out. And the best part about those contact missions is that you don't need to pay anything, right? The first mission is a setup. You're going to go steal money. There's no pay-in for those missions, and you get 500K as the host at the end. And to my understanding as well, there's even a replay glitch where I'm pretty sure you leave the mission right as you get paid, and then you can go back in and finish it. You can just keep getting a $500,000. You can do it like that, and you'll be rich beyond your wildest dreams very quickly to be able to buy businesses and cars. But if you're not looking to do it in a glitch, then just the $500,000, if you keep repeating that, you can repeat it 3 times, and you have $1.5 million right there. Now, you're probably tired of doing the Vincent mission 3 times in a row, right? They can get boring. Now, they have a bit of variety to them, but they can get boring. It's completely understandable. Now, with your $1.5 million, what I would recommend, honestly, CEO office. Immediately get a CEO office. If you're not a fan of doing special cargo and of doing, those kinds of missions where you actually have to be manually there, get a motorcycle club, because then at that point you can also go buy a cocaine lockup. Now, you really have choice here in what you can do. You can go either way. The only difference is that special cargo, you have to manually be there, and you have to pay for each time you do a mission. Now, cocaine lockup, you also have to upgrade to actually get better sale stock and stuff, but it's completely passive. You can do other things. And I mean, you might hear as well, why don't I just do heists? Like, I hear Cayo Perico is a pretty good money making scheme. To my understanding, of course, Rockstar nerfed the shit out of that heist, so you have to wait very long times if you do this solo, and I'm pretty sure they cut the pay, so Cayo Perico is no longer a very viable solo option. Now, you can still do the heist every once in a while to make some decent bank, but it's just, they nerfed the hell out of the heist, and it's just not worth it in some scenarios when there's so many other missions that you can also do, and even the missions, like, from all the other DLCs. Like, even if you piggyback off of other people's heists, I've done that as well. Like, when I was lower level, I'd piggyback off of other people's heists. If you go on your phone, go left once to the job list, and go down to heists, there's Diamond Casino, Cayo Perico, and all of those. Just request to join one. Usually do Diamond Casino and do Cayo Perico, because those are always the heists. The other ones might be setups, but that's an easy way to piggyback and make money. Like, even if you get 15-20%, you didn't help with the preps. Join a party and help them complete the heist. Boom, you've made like 300K right there. But you've already bought the CEO office or the motorcycle club with the cocaine lockup. Now, what I've just stated about the heists, it would be best to do it if you have a cocaine lockup, and it also would be better to have friends or even randoms, right? You can invite randoms. Now, don't trust them, because randoms can be very stupid. I've seen some really stupid things that random players can do, and you might have experienced these things as well, right? Sometimes they just don't know how to drive. Like, it's a game about driving, about being a criminal, and you can't fucking drive a car. Like, you can't drive a van, and then they get blown up. A good tip is to leave the session if any of your cargo gets destroyed. You're only going to lose a little bit amount, like 10, 20,000 worth of cargo, just because it thinks you left the game. But like, for Nightclub, for instance, it hasn't been taking any crates, which it usually does, so they might have changed it entirely. But if you do get stuff blown up, you can leave the game, so then you don't lose crates. But once you have the cocaine lockup set up, which is out of the two I'd probably recommend if you want to be able to do other missions, then you can go back doing the Vincent missions even, make another 500K per time, and then you can spend that money to upgrade, the cocaine lockup, and then you'll be able to make more money. Now, for actual doing resupply missions, I don't recommend stealing supplies. It is a waste of time. Buy supplies always. Even at the start, you are going to lose money, but you could be spending that time, say, where you'd be stealing supplies on the Vincent missions, or you could be doing other activities that make you money. Stealing supplies does not make you money. You're just stealing supplies to create product. In my opinion, even with the low upgrades, it is better to steal the supplies, or to buy the supplies, sorry, because then you can go out and do other missions with that, say, 30, 40 minutes you'd be using stealing the supplies, or just spend $75,000 and then you make that back within the hour if you do certain missions. Now, if you go down the special cargo CEO route, best way to do it, you steal 3 crates, try to get associates if you can. You steal 3 crates, and then in between each mission, there's a cooldown. Now, unless you have 2 warehouses, which you can do, and then you can go about it back to back, you are going to be blowing through cash very quickly, though, if you're only around $400,000, $500,000, though, just because, you're spending 18K on each crate. Now, I don't recommend stealing 1 crate at a time. It is slow. It is unbearable. Still 3 crates at a time. The chance of you getting a van speeds up the process so much. You'll be making 72K every time you bring in 3 crates, and it keeps adding up because it has an accruing bonus, but don't steal 1 crate. It is a complete waste of time. You might as well just go do something else entirely. And then as you're stealing those crates, to my understanding, of course, you'd probably have enough money for a small warehouse. Each time you sell off that warehouse, you'll be making about $200,000, if I can remember correctly. I don't know if I'm completely remembering. I think you make $200,000 to $300,000, which is still pretty good because you can fill up, if you do 3 crates, a special cargo warehouse in probably about 2-3 hours. Right now, I mean, the Vincent missions might be better for you, and if they are, then completely do those. But you're gonna get bored of them as well, right? Now, if you don't think you'll get bored, keep doing those missions because then you'll be making a shit ton of money, right? Now, the next step after you keep making money, I would recommend, if you already have a cocaine lockup or if you already have the special cargo lockup, whatever you're doing there, get a bunker. The bunkers are fucking amazing, okay? It's the same scenario as cocaine. Buy supplies. Do not steal them. It is boring. It is a waste of your time. It is the same price as a cocaine lockup, but the bunker is definitely the way to go after you start making money from the special cargo or from cocaine lockup. Now, if in a scenario you have the motorcycle clubhouse, you bought a bunker, and you bought a cocaine lockup. Now, the next step, you have to go back and get a CEO office. You have to, because your next step is to get a vehicle warehouse. Now, vehicle warehouses, completely solo. You can do it completely solo. Honestly, sometimes even stealing the cars can be a detriment to you because there's one mission that is so annoying that you need 2 players for. You have to steal a police helicopter and then scan the back of plates, and you need 2 players to be there, right? You can't just have one do it all and the second one goes AFK. You need both players or the mission won't work. But it's just, vehicle cargo is the best way, and I've made so much money off vehicle cargo. And if you, the trick is to stock up, right? You don't sell immediately your vehicle cargo, but it is free to steal. But you do have to be careful about damaging the car because then you have to pay for repairs. But once you steal, I'm pretty sure, I'm just guessing off my math here, 32 vehicles. 32 vehicles, that means you get all the variants. And then I think you'll start getting doubles. But once you get around there, you only get top ranges, right? Now, I think you have to stay under a certain point as well so you don't get doubles. But you have to get to the point where you're only getting top range cars. Now, top range cars sell for $100,000. You do have to pay $20,000 to upgrade, but you do get $100K off of that. And thanks to Rockstar's newest updates as well, you also do get player bonuses now. So each player will give you $1,000 for each player that's in there. So you can get some pretty solid money. And if you have special cargo, it's the same way, right? If you started with that, get a bunker, then get a vehicle warehouse. Then you can move away from special cargo because special cargo, it is very expensive to run. It's very profitable, but it's very expensive, where vehicle cargo is a lot more free. Now, if you've either done, starting from motorcycle clubhouse or starting from CEO, now you have a bunker, cocaine lockup, or you have a bunker and special cargo and a vehicle warehouse, all that stuff together. The next suggestion I would recommend, save up for the rest of the motorcycle club businesses. If you're CEO, buy a motorcycle clubhouse, save up for the rest of the businesses. Don't worry about forged documents or weed. You're not going to need that. And then start building those businesses up, right? Get counterfeit cash, get meth, and then get cocaine. Upgrade those. Once those are upgraded, you have like 5 businesses now, right? You got bunker, cocaine, you got your counterfeit cash, you got your meth. If you want to worry about the investment as well, you can get weed. I'm not going to say that it's a bad idea, but it's just, it's way less money than the other businesses, and then it's another building you'll have to worry about and then keep resupplying, where, the other businesses are just so much more profitable. Now, let's lay it out here, okay? You have a special cargo warehouse, vehicle cargo warehouse, 3 MC businesses, you have a motorcycle club, you got your office, you got your bunker. Next steps, you need a nightclub. Nightclubs are the best business, I feel like, in the entire game. It is completely passive, no work needed. It is expensive, though, to start out. right? You're going to be spending like at least $6 million fully kitting out your nightclub with security, with the delivery vehicles you need to build, like everything. It's going to be expensive, but it is completely passive. Once you assign those workers to the businesses, it's completely passive. You don't need to put any input. There's no money spent on supplies. They will just accrue shit for you. You can even do missions now. If you call Johan, you can do missions where you can get cargo to your thing, which I think is awesome, because then they add another way of filling up your nightclub. And then there's also business battles, which is another great way of getting cargo for your nightclub. Now you have all these businesses, and I mean, this probably would have taken you, I want to say, 2 weeks. I feel like you could confidently get this done if you played. Now, this is a lot because, you know, a lot of players aren't going to have all this time on their hands, but if you played 4 hours a day, I confidently feel like you could hit these goals in 2 to 3 weeks. Now, you also have to be very strategic about how you're spending your time, right? There's not a lot of time to fuck around here, and you also have to keep into account that griefers don't fuck with you, other players don't fuck with you. You can also always do this in invite-only lobbies as well. You just won't make player bonuses, but to my understanding as well, Rockstar did change it where you can sell and steal everything in invite-only lobbies. But once you have all these businesses kitted out, let's say you've hit, after a few more months, $10 to $20 million, right? You're fucking high rolling. You're buying cars you want to buy. You're buying Oppressor Mark IIs. You're buying Toreadors. Now it's time to have some fun with your cash and to also make some money as well. I recommend, obviously, if you haven't already started the heists, get a penthouse or get the arcade as well, right? If you haven't already been using the Diamond Casino heist, because it is very good money, but you do need 2 people. This is mostly around solo, so once you do get to that point, even if you have friends playing with you, definitely do the Diamond Casino heist, do it back to back, you'll make a shit ton of money. Then get to Cayo Perico at some point, because Cayo Perico is very good money for a solo player. They just did nerf it to shit, right? You still can make good money. It's just nerfed to hell. And I'm actually realizing now that I'm leaving out one of the best businesses in the game. And it's completely free to get as well. The Acid Lab. If you go up to Sandy Shores, you meet Drax. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I'm just guessing. But you meet him, and then you get to start up an Acid Lab, which in my opinion is like one of the best businesses. It's completely mobile, right? You call it in, you do have to upgrade it. It's the same as all other businesses, but you do have, it's completely mobile, and it's actually a pretty good moneymaker. I remember one time they doubled the money, and I made $1 million off a sale. Granted, that wasn't a full lobby, and it was double money, but you made $1 million off a sale with something that gets produced in like 3-4 hours. Like, the Acid Lab is very quick at producing product, and you could even enhance that as well when you actually go into the lab, and then you can speed up the production, which I think is awesome. But at this point, you have all the businesses that you realistically need to make some good fucking money. Now, at that point as well, you can also buy a hangar. You can also buy all the other stuff you missed. You can buy the Doomsday Bunker, you get the facilities, you can buy the auto shops, you can buy the salvage yards, all of these other ways of making money. These are really mainly just used for the missions. This is at that point if you're bored, because Rockstar still hasn't made a business that is more profitable than everything that I've just stated, honestly. Like, the auto shop was awesome, the salvage yard is awesome, but they aren't as profitable. It's mainly just for the missions themselves, because the missions are fun to do and they pay okay, but like, I wouldn't say it's like a meta or anything. I mean, Cayo Perico was a meta until they nerfed it to shit. Right now, I'd say businesses in free mode are definitely the best way to make money. But that's about most of the tips I have to give you guys, honestly. I've played this game for so long, and I know a lot. Like, completely recommendation, if you want to DM me on Twitter, it's in my YouTube link bio, and ask me questions about GTA Online, go for it, man. I will talk to you, I'll give you tips. If you want more in-depth tips on what to do, I'm 100% there to help you guys. Ask me in the YouTube comments down below as well. I'll answer you. If you ask me a genuine tip on how to do something, I will answer, because, you know, I always love helping people. Now, in my opinion, if you're brand new to the game, I mean, 100% get into it. It's awesome, right? But be aware, Rockstar may stop support soon, because GTA 6 is coming out within a year, right? So, I mean, I hope they continue it as well, as far as they want to, and I hope we get one more big bang DLC, but it may stop soon. But the content that's here is definitely worth playing and grinding for. Now, if you did enjoy this video, consider leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you so choose to. Thank you all for watching my videos again. I want to leave this quick little thank you. We are very close to allowing me and my channel really to become part of the YouTube Partner Program. Thus, as of time of recording, I'm under 100 hours of watch time needed, and I am just so happy with the way this channel's gone, honestly. Like, it's exploded in popularity. Like, now you might be like, it's only 600 subscribers. Yeah, but like, seriously, in like 4 months, man, already 670 subscribers as of recording this video, and almost 3,000 hours of watch time. Like, that is nuts. And I've just been grinding too, right? But I do want to thank you all for the massive, and I mean massive, 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 massive support on my videos. And I hope you all continue to keep watching as you already have been. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all again.